my situation is that, okay, this is going to sound big-headed, but I am overqualified to be in a relationship with someone that says they want a strong woman, but when you come across it, you can't handle it. So welcome to the ladies' conversation, and my name is Taz.
Rio J.
Spraydown.
Cynthia.
Thank you. Well, lovely to meet you guys. So I'm single.
Also single. Yes.
Single. What's your status?
In a relationship.
Nice.
I'm in a relationship as well.
Good stuff. So we're going to talk about your perspectives of, well, us being single and you guys being single, well, before your relationship, how it was being a single person and then being in a relationship. What's the difference? And what advice that you can probably give us?
How not to be single.
Yeah. So do you want to say some parts of why are you single?
I think mainly the kind of guy that I want is not the kind of guy that I attract. So the caliber of men that I get is not very good. And I don't know if that's something that I'm attracting or if trash men are just attracted to me. I don't know which one it is, but I think that's my main reason for being single. I don't want to settle.
Okay. I think that's a great, yeah. Why should you settle? Should you... Well, actually, what does settle mean?
I don't want to be with someone just for being with them.
Right.
If I don't think that that's the person that I'm going to marry or have kids with, it's just a for now thing. I don't want a for now thing. If I'm going to get into a relationship, it has to have longevity. Yeah, I actually do agree with you in the sense,
I believe that if I go into a relationship, it's someone that I believe that I've got a future with. I don't want to just go into something just because I'm bored and I need...
You need validation.
Yeah. So what's you guys' perspective of when you were single, what was it like for you?
I've only recently been in a relationship, so it hasn't been long. But before that, I was single for, let's say, 3 to 4 years. But obviously, you're dating as you go along. And the same story as Rio, that you meet people and you don't really connect with them, but you don't settle, so you just stay single. But now I've actually met somebody and we've, kind of got the same long-term plans, so it's nice being with them. Of course, it works when they're funny and when they're there to support you as well. My main thing is, if they're there to support you with whatever you're trying to do, it makes it a lot easier, because sometimes when you're busy and stuff, if your partner doesn't understand that, it can actually ruin your relationship. But if you're both busy and you both understand that, but both hustling out here, then it makes it, a good relationship. So understanding is very important. You need to understand each other in a relationship.
Sounds like a really good advice, right?
Actually, I think being in a relationship's good and everything, but sometimes it's hard. It's hard work being in a relationship because you have to really be understanding as well. Yeah. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Sacrifice.
Yeah, and I feel I don't know. I don't know if I should do this,
Edits, don't worry.
I feel I'm saying real stuff, but it sounds like they can hold you back as well.
Okay.
Is that
so? Is that
I'm in a relationship.
No. That makes perfect sense for the fact that you said, "Do you settle?" You don't want to settle, and neither do I. And I think my situation is that, okay, this is gonna sound big-headed, but I am overqualified to be in a relationship with someone that says they want a strong woman, but when you come across it, you can't handle it.
Yeah.
And then when a woman has ambition, you say that you're going to be there to support them and you're down for the cause because you have ambition, but then at the same time, again, your actions is not proving that.
Mm-hmm.
So you come through these people that say magical words, but their actions are just doing crap.
The complete opposite.
It's they talked a good game, but once you're in it, they're now doing something else.
So you said about being with someone that you didn't think you was going to be with.
Yeah, and then...
That's what they do. They keep doing that. And then they win you over, and then they've got it good, and then it's alright, cool, I'm going to bounce now. Right? So what is it that you two would advise us to go into a relationship or accept certain things, or
Me, honestly, I'm not saying I'm in an unhappy relationship. Like, I like being in a relationship. I'm happy with who I am, but I'm just saying, if you don't have children as well, and if like, I feel like what I'd give advice to other people is that you should just be selfish.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Perfect sense. I think
I feel
the
like you
word
should-
selfish is misused, and
It is.
people make it sound like it's a bad thing, but why can't you be selfish for yourself?
Yeah.
That's perfect. What about yourself?
Even though the way I describe my relationship, it might sound all nice and dandy, but it isn't always the case, you know? Sometimes you have those times when you go through hiccups and whatnot, and it's hard, but you just have to kind of ride it through. So, like I said, that comes back to understanding. So if someone said something slick, didn't mean it that way, or if someone does something dumb, try and look at the bigger picture and don't make radical decisions based on one mistake.
I don't see the problem in it. The only thing I do like say to women is sometimes don't go from one thing to another,
Yeah, I
because
think
the
that's what
feelings
it-
that you have
yeah.
invested in the person before,
Yeah.
you might then project onto the other person, so you
Yeah.
end up liking them or loving them a lot quicker than you would have if you had had a break in between the two
Yeah,
relationships.
yeah.
I think a break is necessary, you know,
Yeah,
because
it
you need
is.
to regroup yourself as well, because your feelings are all up in the air. You're feeling a certain way. You're thinking maybe things might work out, you know, between you guys or whatever. Sometimes it doesn't, and you just need to give yourself space, because anything can happen within that time. If you just jump into something else, like you said, you're just gonna do a madness in the other thing.
Yeah.
No, sometimes you just start projecting start blaming them for things that they didn't even do.
Yeah.
Or start looking at
Yeah.
certain ways. Oh, this is how he used to treat me, and now
Yeah.
starting to blame him for something that he's not even responsible for. So you have to give yourself a break and enter this new relationship with just a clean slate.
Yeah, it's true.
So why did you pick your person?
Oh,
to
because
be in
he's
a
very
relationship
supportive,
with?
and I haven't really had that. So, like I said, before I got with him, I was dating people for 3-4 years, and I never really got that support from them. And for me, that's very important. And when I say support, it's not always, oh, you go, girl, not that. Give me ideas as well. Help
Yeah.
me with the plan I've got. Suggest stuff. And once I saw that, I was thinking, this guy actually wants me to do well. Because once I do well, it's like he's doing well as well. And that's the same thing that's the same support I give him too. So it's like, we're a team, and it always felt like a team from the beginning, so it was only right.
Did you have a list? I mean, actually, no. Do you have a list for a man, like criteria list?
I do when it comes to like morals and how they behave, but looks wise, I used to.
Yeah.
I definitely used to, but now it's more of a like, okay, cool. Do you spend time with your family? Because that's something that's very important to me. Are you polite? Are you a gentleman? Obviously, everyone has different ideas of what a gentleman is, but like, I really like when a guy will like hold the door for you.
Yeah.
Like, doesn't let you stand too close to the road. Like, it's the little things
Yeah,
that I pick up on. I'm like, okay, cool. Because if you're like that with me, along the line, if we have children, they're the things that you're going to instill into our child. So I have a checklist in stuff like that.
So do you have a checklist in terms of like how he is as a person, like what he does, what like
Career-wise?
Yeah.
No, I would prefer a creative.
Right.
Just because when I've dated guys that don't get it,
Yeah.
it's really difficult. Someone that is also ambitious, is also doing their own thing, they understand that I don't have 24 hours to give them. Like, if I'm busy doing something, they can understand that. When you date someone that has a 9 to 5,
You don't always get it.
and that doesn't have anything to do outside of their 9 to 5,
Yeah.
they want to spend that time with you. And it's not that I don't want to spend time with you, I just sometimes don't have that time to spend with you all the time.
Yeah. That makes sense. Do you guys have a list of things that like within your relationship, if he's doing the same thing as he did from the beginning to the end? Well, not end, but currently.
Well,
I'm trying to
hopefully no
I'm trying
end.
to end the
as in a
relationship.
checklist
Yeah,
to
like
see whether he's still keeping.
maintaining that
Maintaining-
level.
I don't really have like a checklist in my head like that, but I just see it. You know, like if he fucks up. Sorry, I can't swear in it.
You go.
Okay. Sorry.
If he
Hold on.
messes up.
You're
If he
making
messes-
faces at me and I'm just like waiting for what you're going to come with. Continue.
Sorry.
So basically, like I said, that checklist it's not like I keep on thinking about it. It's just that I literally just, I'm with you now. We're taking on this journey. If you mess up, it's like,
Is he gonna die?
no, he's not gonna die or anything, but we just have to like really like have a discussion, like, why did this happen?
Yeah.
Because I'm not really the shouting type.
Right.
I'm not really down for arguing. I don't have time for that.
Yeah.
So I will question you and ask you, what were you thinking when you did this? You know, I want to understand where your head was at when you done all of that. But checklist, I'm not really thinking, is he still handsome? Does he still have a beard? All of those things don't really, it's not really in my head. I just really just go with it.
Yeah.
Sometimes don't cut off your beard though. Like you saw your girlfriend first. Don't do it.
Changes of look. You were making faces.
First of all, they're not trash. I'm joking. So
I can agree with that.
Stand by it.
I don't have a checklist. I maybe I should make one, but I don't actually have one. Maybe I just need someone that's funny, and also I need to be able to take you seriously as well.
Mm-hmm.
And I like someone like they tell you to do something and you listen. Does that make sense?
So you take orders.
I don't want someone that I can just walk all over.
Yeah.
When you say tell you to do something, do you mean
Like-
suggest something or what? As in, I'll go and do that.
No, like, oh, you're getting ready. Like, where are you going? Looking like that, like wearing that, like change.
So you like that?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I was slightly agreeing with her, but not like in
No,
that.
no,
It depends.
I'm not in that. Don't tell me to get changed.
Ain't happening. Interesting. I was gonna say, how old are you guys?
21.
21.
25.
25.
26.
28. Wow. Do you feel like age? I know this is gonna sound like for me, you're a baby,
Yeah,
but you're not. I think it's life experience, not age. Do you think age has a factor for women in terms of relationships and singleness?
Was in
I feel like
pressure.
society says that there is. I personally don't feel in a rush to be in a relationship, to have babies, to get married, to have like my career set. I just believe that like this is one life that I'm living and I'm gonna live it however I want. Without time, like without time constraints, because you put pressure on yourself, and what happens when you don't deliver and you don't hit that milestone? Then what happens? Like I don't have time to be like dealing with anxiety, depression more than I need to. Like I'm not with it.
Yeah. What about yourselves?
Okay. Actually,
The question is, do you feel age has any value? Well, not value. Age has any reason for being in relationships?
like she said, society, but I'm coming from an African standpoint. The whole family is now telling me, oh, when are you getting married? Every hall party I go to, when are we going to eat jollof, when are we going to cut cake? I get it from every corner. At first, it used to really annoy me,
Yeah.
because I'm thinking, why do you care so much? It's like they just want to see you with someone, but whether you're going at it behind closed doors, they don't care. They just want you to be married.
Mm-hmm.
But now, I literally just take it with a pinch of salt. So when they ask me that question, I just say when God provides, because there's nothing they can say after that.
Yeah. Anything? For me, again, I'd actually agree with you in terms of culture, and mine also religion, is that I've had, the whole concept of when you're getting married, you're getting to close to 30, so, you know, you think about yourself as a woman as well, to have children before a certain age. Scientifically, it is proven that you should have a child before 30s, which reduces you having cancer. So it's like certain things that you do have to think about as a woman. And also, I would like to have children before 30, because I'm thinking of, what if my child gets to 10, I'm 40 and I can still run around. 50, I can still run around. 20. Like, I want to be able to be involved with my child
As much
as
as
a
So
young
you want to be in a
person.
relationship then? So
At this age, for me, yeah, I want to be in a relationship, but I'm not going to settle.
yeah.
So that's where the whole conflict is of finding a good man, but then,
Have you ever met anyone?
yeah, but then they became trash.
They were always trash. They were always trash.
You know, I was like trying to hold them out. So, mine's a bit recent.
But
Okay,
can I
so
ask you something? Are you
I'm attracting trash?
now, are you looking for a man or are you waiting for a man to find you? Because it's two different things.
Ooh. I am a bit old school in the sense that I don't go searching.
Right.
So probably.
Because ever since I changed that mindset, I'm not gonna lie, my whole life changed around. Because obviously I was single for a time and all my friends were in a relationship saying, oh, you should go out, go and do this, go and do that. I was thinking, why do I have to go out and do this and do that? Of course it's nice to get yourself out there so people can notice you, but ideally I'm not really trying to meet my boyfriend in a setting where it's loud and then want to be doing job interview in a rave. It doesn't make any sense. So of course you meet someone that's nice and all of that, but I forgot the point I was trying to make now.
So for me, my thing is like, I don't really go out. So people are like to me, so where do you expect to find this person? He's not going to come to your room and find you in your bed. So it's like, I kind of do need to get out there.
Hold on. But where do you find them?
Where did you
I
find
didn't
him?
find him, he found me.
Like, she had to be out in order for him to find her.
I didn't even find him like that. We met on Instagram.
I'm active on the gram, like, someone slide in my DMs, please.
Slide in my DMs.
I don't mind.
So when people say
Everyone's
slide in
different,
DMs,
though.
yeah, it depends how. Because if you approach me on a business level, I will answer. But if you're coming at me like, oh, yeah, you look nice, you're not getting a response back.
Yeah.
It's the way you approach me. So it was literally about my blog. We were meant to collab. We never collabed because we ended up having
He had
an agenda.
No. We sat down and we put everything together and stuff. But then he actually showed an interest in me, so we actually started dating, and now we're together. So we're still looking to do this whole
collab.
Yeah,
How long you two been together?
it hasn't been long, just over a month, but we've been seeing each other for a long time. But it's the way you approach someone. So I'm not saying everybody answer everybody on DMs. I'm not saying that, but
Check mine.
but there's different ways men can meet you, and I would have never thought that I would end up with somebody that I met on the DMs. Never in my life. I'm not that type of person. That's really like, answering every DM. I'm not like that. But it's the way you approach me. And he found me. I didn't stumble upon his Instagram. He found my Instagram. But my thing was, I changed my mindset because I would go to like a drink up and think, oh, is someone gonna... I wouldn't think like, oh, someone gonna move to me, but I was thinking, okay, if someone moves to me, then okay, I might give her my number or whatever. Someone will put that idea in my head when I should actually just be going there to have fun. It's like, oh, make sure you go and talk to such and such. And I hate when people add two people together and say, I'll go and talk. For me, it needs to be a genuine like conversation, and then if it leads to exchanging numbers, then that's what happens. If it doesn't, then that's fine. But then once I start focusing on myself and literally building myself as a woman, focusing on my career and on my hustle, literally everything turned around and he found me. Because I changed, like, I'm very religious. I changed my prayer. I stopped saying, let me find my man. I said, let my man find me, and look what happened.
So what happens if you are focused on yourself? Because this is a very driven woman.
She knows me.
If someone's already doing that,
I'm 100% like, let's say I haven't been in a relationship 7 years. I've like
You've dated as well, right?
to get to know people, but my filtration is very, very thin. Like, you do one thing and I'm cut by.
Okay, then that's something you need to work on as well then. No, not in a rude way, but we are bound to F up. Everybody will F up. We're not perfect.
I can acknowledge that and I can accept that.
So you can't cut everyone off for one mistake. I know some mistakes can seem bigger, but if you do that all the time, you're going to keep on going through the same cycle.
I think I've done that for a long period of time, and recently, like I said, because I'm at a stage where I want the rest, I've allowed people to come in, but it's just...
Same story, same shit, different
Not same story, it is on another level, but it's just like, I've given you the chance, but don't waste my time.
What's the worst thing someone's done to you? You don't have to answer.
That's the worst thing.
Yeah.
Mine is wasting my time, because time you never get back.
Yeah, my time is very valuable. I do a lot of things. So for me, time I prefer someone being very blunt and straight up. Tell me what it is that you want, and I'll tell you if it's a yes or a no. Simple.
You're lucky because, of course, we spoke about this before. I've got my time wasted for like 10 months or a year sometimes. So I know how it feels like for your time to be wasted and for someone to turn around and say, actually, you know what, yeah, we should stay friends. First thing you're thinking is F off.